Electricity moves through the world as a kind of shimmering rhythm, not as little particles marching down a wire but as a pattern, an oscillation, moving through space itself. When an electric field changes, even slightly, it stirs a magnetic field into existence, and when that magnetic field shifts, it brings a new electric field with it. Back and forth they go, each creating the next moment of the other. This is what gives electricity its wave-like nature. It isn't the electrons doing the traveling, it's the pattern they pass along, the same way a stadium wave travels even though no person actually runs around the arena. When you flip on a light switch, the electrons in the wires barely shuffle. They don't pour through the circuit like water, they simply wiggle in place, passing energy along at nearly the speed of light. It's the electromagnetic field that surges outward, not the particles themselves. That wave is just a repeating rise and fall of electric and magnetic strength, a rippling handshake between two aspects of the same field. Light itself is this process made pure, an electric field swelling, a magnetic field answering, both moving forward together. Nothing material is thrown across the room, the only thing that travels is the vibration in the field. This is why electricity behaves so elegantly, why it can fill a room without carrying matter with it, why it can cross a vacuum and still deliver energy. An electromagnetic wave doesn't need a physical medium to travel. Space itself is enough, because the field is already everywhere. All it takes is a disturbance, something to start the oscillation, and the pattern races outward. Even the electricity in your home wall outlet is just this oscillation repeating again and again, 60 times each second. The field expands and contracts, reverses direction, expands again. The electrons simply sway with the rhythm. In every wire and every device, the real motion isn't the matter inside it but the wave of energy sweeping through the field, carving out pathways, weaving information from one place to another. What makes this even more interesting is how human perception itself depends on these waves. Every neuron in the brain operates using tiny electrical pulses, and those pulses generate their own faint magnetic ripples. Your thoughts, your decisions, your emotions are all patterns of electrical activity shaped into complex rhythms. Perception arises when these electrical waves interact, synchronize, and form coherent structures. Your sense of the world, vision, sound, touch, is really your brain interpreting wave patterns arriving through your senses. You don't see light, you see the interpretation of electromagnetic waves striking your retina. You don't hear sound, you interpret pressure waves vibrating your inner ear. The mind is a translator of oscillations, turning external and internal waves into meaning. Humans also generate their own electromagnetic presence. Every heartbeat creates a strong electrical pulse that radiates outward, and the heart's magnetic field extends beyond the body, though too weak to affect physical objects in any dramatic way. The brain's electromagnetic activity can be detected from outside the skull, forming a faint aura of oscillation around each person. While this doesn't bend reality the way science fiction imagines, it's real energy, real waves, real structure radiating from a living system into its environment. We leave an electromagnetic footprint just by existing, a subtle imprint of our biological rhythms interacting with the ambient fields around us. Magnetic waves themselves are woven into everything we experience. Earth's magnetic field protects us from cosmic radiation, guides animals during migration, and interacts with solar particles to paint auroras across the sky. Many species perceive magnetic fields directly. Humans don't consciously sense them, but our bodies still respond. Circadian rhythms, orientation, even certain chemical reactions in the body show sensitivity to magnetic environments. We're immersed in a sea of magnetic oscillations, from cosmic storms to the hum of power lines, and our own biology quietly resonates with them. In this picture, reality becomes a vast ocean of fields, and we are both swimmers and wave makers. Electricity and magnetism ripple through us and around us. They shape our perception, carry our thoughts, and tie us into the larger fabric of the universe. We interpret waves, generate waves, and move through a world built from waves. Light, radio, Wi-Fi, the beating heart, the firing neuron, they all belong to the same dance, the same interplay of forces rising and falling in space.